Okay, well, let's flash her up and see what's going to happen here. So. Good morning, welcome to Jim's Hangar. Today we're just going to talk a little bit more about the 182, Cessna 182, and this is a Q model. And the reason I like the 182, you know, I've had, my first plane was a 170 and a 152 and a 150 and the 182 and 206, 340, 421. But I still like the 182 for a single engine plane. One nice thing about single engines, when they quit, you don't have to worry about controlling them, worrying about the spin being caused by one engine running, one engine out. If it quits, you're going to land. And usually, unless you're hitting something solid, I wouldn't really worry about it. It doesn't scare me that the engine quits. I certainly don't want it to, but I don't have any fear about it because you're going to land, and it's no worse than hitting a ditch with a car if you slow it up and you just, hopefully you can find something soft. So it's such a reliable plane. They've been around so long, and they're calling them a station wagon of the sky because you can load them. It's pretty hard to overload one of these. My biggest thing here is flying it in the winter. I have a set of blankets and the wing covers, and as we all know, that's a pain in the ass to put it on if you're just going somewhere and sitting for half an hour. So I put a Tannis heater in it this winter. And what this does is it's got a ring around each cylinder head and a pan warmer. So it's electronic, and and it heats your cylinders, so your cylinders are warm. Where normally if you put like used to do up north, you'd have a couple of car heaters in there, put a blanket over it, and that air would kind of hit wherever the hell it hit. Where the one thing about the Tannis, it's very direct, it's heating it exactly where you want it to heat. So when I go anywhere, I can just throw on the engine blanket, plug in the Tannis heater, put a heater inside because you don't want your instruments to get too cold if it's 30 below. But that's why I got the Tannis in here now. And really the price isn't that much when you think about the cost of starting a coal engine in the winter. So they talk about hanging on the prop, and with one of these Cessnas, you can hang on the prop. You can put a firewall. The chances of it falling out of the sky are so slim that you really have to be a bad pilot to really wreck one of these, too steep a turn or something. But even at 5,000 feet, if you pull it right back, you can't stall it. It will not stall. It'll mushroom, but it won't stall if you got full power on. At least I can't get it to stall, unless you want to kick it over, and of course then you can go into spin if you want, but it really isn't I've never had the interest of spinning a plane any more than having to for a commercial license. That isn't, people like aerobatics, not me. Anyhow, so I just love the 182. I had one here last year. I decided I didn't need two planes, so I sold it. And probably the day after, I regretted it, but it was gone. So I ended up finding this one. And what's unique about this one is that it has a float kit in it. You can see it's got bars in the windshield there that they strengthen the front mount here by putting some of the weight onto the wings. It's got float fittings here. And I have a set of floats on it. I don't know whether I have a set of floats for it, straight floats. And I did a lot of float flying in the past, and I just love it. Whether I'm going to do any this year, who knows? Because, well, first of all, I don't live on a lake, so that'd make it a little handier if I had a place to put it. But I might put it on floats. We'll see how the season goes. Right now, the snow isn't melted yet, so it's a little too early to worry about that. But pretty soon we'll be ready to fly, and she's ready to fly. I'm flying it now. It's just that it's a little cool out there. The heater works okay, but I find the older I get, the less that heater works. Back in the day, I'd wear a skidoo suit and think nothing of it. Where today, I don't know. I don't think the heat's changed. I think my circulation has changed. But anyhow, thanks for joining me. I hope you get a little information. If you're looking for a plane, the 182 is a perfect plane for a family plane and very safe, very safe. So take care. May all your skies be blue.